The U.S. presidential election is over, and we have a brand new president-elect, Joe Biden, and a new history-making vice president-elect, Kamala Harris. After hundreds of years of nothing but men, we have the first woman vice president. And not just a woman, but a Black and South Asian woman as well. You see her? Yeah, she looks like my family. You see this hairstyle right here? Every single Black girl in the history of Black girls has worn that hairstyle. You see them little bobbles? If you swung your head too fast, them things would hit you in the face. I have a little bit of trauma surrounding that, a little bit of... Now, Harris is the first woman to serve as vice president, but she's actually not the first person of color to serve in that office. That honor goes to Charles Curtis, who was a proud member of the Kaw Nation and vice president under Herbert Hoover. While Kamala might be the first woman to reach the vice presidency, she was influenced by the work of many women who came before her. Women like Shirley Chisholm, who was not only the first Black woman to be elected to Congress in 1968, but also the first Black woman to run for the Democratic presidential nomination in 1972. Her tenacity earned her respect from many and irritation from others, but she lived her life like her campaign slogan, unbought and unbossed. Chisholm would lose the nomination, but would remain one of the most dynamic and influential political figures until her death in 2005. Or Geraldine Ferraro, who was the first woman to become the Democratic vice presidential candidate under Walter Mondale in 1984. Again, like Harris and Chisholm, she was the daughter of immigrants. And like Harris as well, she was a former prosecutor. During the campaign, Ferraro was constantly hit with sexism. She was accused of being an absent mother and constantly under fire for her toughness. But she took it in stride, developing a reputation for remaining calm under pressure. Even women like Sarah Palin, the first woman to become the Republican nominee for vice president, led the way, all the way from Alaska almost to the White House. And we can't forget Hillary Clinton, who was, of course, the Democratic nominee for president in 2016, fighting for years against claims that she wasn't likable, which, by the way, no one talks about men being likable. What is that, kids? Sexism. She made her way to becoming the first woman nominated for president by a major party, and she won the popular vote. Yeah, I said it. So understand, for many girls, young and old, watching Madam Vice President-elect Harris give her speech in the all-white fit, a nod to the suffragettes, by the way, was a monumental moment. Representation matters. We not only saw the first woman vice president, we saw the first Black woman vice president, the first Indian woman vice president. We saw ourselves, our daughters, our nieces, our mothers, our grandmothers, and every woman who has aspired to break a glass ceiling in her life. So congratulations, Madam Vice President Harris. You're the one who broke the ceiling. But like you said yourself, and like we've seen throughout history, you might be the first, but you won't be the last.